One of the greatest heavyweight champions the world has ever seen, African-American prizefighter Joe Louis was once described by sportswriter Jimmy Cannon as a credit to his race, the human race. Born the son of an Alabama cotton picker in 1914, Louis ignored his trainer's advice to fight only black boxers and won Michigan's Golden Gloves title before turning pro in 1934. The following year, he came to public attention by winning his first 27 fights, defeating champions such as Primo Carnera and Spaniard Paulino Uscudin, who had never been knocked down before Louis KO'd him. The money from his fights piled up, but Louis was known for his generosity and was constantly giving it away to people in need. He even repaid the city of Detroit the $250 his family once received in welfare checks. Dubbed the Brown Bomber of Detroit, Louis's dedication to his sport was so great that on the day of his wedding to singer Marva Trotter, he fought and won a bout against popular heavyweight champion Max Baer.
A thrilling victory, and now with a bride to enjoy it with him, it's needless to say that Joe is quite happy, aren't you, Joe?
Yeah, very happy.
Well, tell us, fella, what makes you happier, to have beaten Baer or to be married?
I think to be married.
Well, you'll readily admit that it was a pretty tough fight while it lasted, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a tough fight, but I think I have my toughest fight home every night.
Now that you're on the threshold of a championship bout and married, what are your plans?
That thing, me, I'm going to stay boss.
That's nice work, Joe, if you can get it.
But in 1936, he met his match in German Max Schmeling. Schmeling and his trainers analyzed film footage of Louis's fights and discovered that Louis let his guard down slightly in the moment between delivering his famous jab and following up with the left hook. By stepping slightly back, Schmeling could evade the short jab and exploit the weakness with a straight right. The strategy was masterly, and 12 rounds later, in the upset of the year, Louis was counted out for the first time in his career. Black Americans were devastated, and there was rioting in Harlem. Although he defeated some big-name opponents soon after, Louis said he would not consider himself a heavyweight champion until he had defeated Schmeling in a rematch. That opportunity came on June the 22nd, 1938 at Yankee Stadium. After running an intense publicity campaign about Germany's Aryan supremacy, the Nazis were humiliated when Schmeling went down for the count only 2 minutes and 4 seconds into the first round.
Well, Joe, you sure mowed him down tonight, didn't you, boy?
I did.
What blow do you think put him away?
A right hand.
And what now, Joe?
Well, I guess whoever they pick for me,
How about Tony Galento?
I'll fight him.
Lou Nova?
He's a good fighter.
How about Maxie Baer?
Well, I'll fight Baer, too.
Well, Joe, you're willing to fight any of them, aren't you?
I will.
When hostilities began in 1941, Louis became a poster boy for Army recruitment as the highest-profile African-American soldier, despite the fact that the Army was still racially segregated. Thanks to his influence, black soldiers were admitted to officer training school for the first time. Louis's war service was mostly symbolic, and he traveled to Europe to boost morale, playing exhibition boxing matches to entertain the troops, donating the money he earned to the war effort. After the war, Louis continued to fight. His famous saying, "He can run, but he can't hide," was spoken in response to his 1946 rematch against Billy Conn, who said he planned to strike at Louis and then run away. 3 years later, Louis retired from the ring, but he remained a popular celebrity. He died in 1981 and was buried with full military honors in Arlington Cemetery, remembered by boxing fans around the world as one of the greatest legends of the game.
Three,